Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Welcome to our first PU Computer Science online classes. In last class, we discussed some important topic from chapter Overview of a Computer. Overview of a computer also called as Fundamental of a Computer, and we completed some of the introduction and also the functional components of a computer. Now, in today's class, characteristics of a computer. The characteristics or the properties or the features of the computer. So there are 6 important features are there, and all those features are called as the characteristics of a computer. So the most important features are speed, storage capacity, called as storage capability, accuracy, versatility, reliability, diligence. Now the first point is the speed. So how we can say it is the characteristics of a computer? We know that the computer is capable of performing the calculation at very high speed. Correct, no? Why? Because whatever the work we giving to our computer, maybe any kind of work, it is a simple work or maybe a problematic, complex work, all those work the computer going to perform at very high speed, or the computer works at very high speed and can handle large amount of data with greater accuracy in a correct manner. It going to give the output, it going to show the output on the monitor, maybe any type of calculation. So in our speed, we can say this computer is capable of performing the calculation at very high speed, and also maybe in computer some data is there and such data you want to access. Clear this point? Computer ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಡಾಟಾ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಡಾಟಾವನ್ನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಮಾನಿಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆ ಡಾಟಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಂತ ನೀವು ಅನಿಸಿದ್ರೆ, so we can say that the data stored in the computer can also be accessible at very high speed. Clear this point here? Maybe some data is there in computer or the data stored in the computer, and such data you want to access such data. So anytime or anywhere you can access such data through the computer at very faster manner. Clear this point here? The faster only called as the speed of a computer. Now everything you know about this one, because here I already said about this one, the capable of performing calculation at very high speed, as well as maybe some data is there in computer. If you want to access such data, you can access such data at very quickly at very high speed. Now how we measuring the speed of a computer? I want to measure, or maybe how we measuring the speed of a computer. So we can say that in case when you are going to measure the speed of a computer, the speed of a computer is measured, it depend on the number of instruction executed in 1 second. Clear this point here? So how many instruction going to execute? Execute means the display of the data. So ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ display execution ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಹೇಗೆ ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಡಾಟಾವನ್ನು, ಅದರ ನಂತರ boiling ಆಗ್ತದೆ, the boiling process only called as the processing. Clear this point here? Processing here, and after the processing such data going to display on monitor. First of all we need to input the data, later words we need to perform some of the processing here, and after the processing, that means it provide the processed data. The processed data means the result generated after processing of the data. Here it going to display monitor ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಾನಿಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ದಿ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೆಜರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ 1 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್. 1 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್, ಎಷ್ಟು ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೆಜರ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರಿನ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಮೆಜರ್ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಆ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು 1 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೆಜರ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್. ಸೊ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ about the speed of a computer. Now after completing the first point, that is the speed, now let's the second thing. The second one is called as the storage capacity, and the storage capacity is also called as the storage capability. Okay, now we know that the computer, or it applies to both the storage capacity or capability applies to both primary storage and secondary storage. Clear this point here. So the storage capacity, now we are in the point, second point, storage capacity or capability. So such capacity or capability of the storage applies, depend on both primary and the secondary storage. We know that some of the primary storage examples are RAM and ROM. Okay, the RAM full form is the random access memory, ROM full form is the read only memory, and all those using to store the data. Storage capacity, storage capability of the computer. So clear this point here. In storage there are two type of storages are there, memory are there, or storage. In simple way, storage, the storages are primary storage and the secondary storage. For primary storage we can say some example or the types are RAM. The full form of the RAM, random access memory, and ROM, read only memory. And some types available also in our RAM as well as in ROM. Some examples are RAM, SRAM, static RAM, DRAM, dynamic RAM, SDRAM, synchronous dynamic random access memory, DDR, SDRAM, double data rate, synchronous dynamic random access memory, EDO RAM, extended data output RAM. Now let's about all those information we are going to discuss laterwards. Now just only the primary, I said some examples, RAM and ROM. Now we know that some type of the RAM. Now the types of the ROM. The ROM are PROM, that is the programmable read only memory, EPROM, erasable programmable read only memory, double EPROM. Clear this point here. So first I said that is the PROM, programmable read only memory, and next one is the EPROM, erasable programmable read only memory, and double EPROM. Okay, so that is electrically erasable programmable read only memory. So all are using to store the data here, and like that only the secondary examples, secondary storage examples are floppy disk, maybe the hard disk, compact disk, read only memory, and also one simple, very simple example, pen drive. We know that what's the use of the pen drive is using to store the data, video or any kind, or simply to store the data we can say, correct no? So the storage capacity applies to both primary as well as to the secondary storages, and such storage capability given in terms of the kilobytes, that is the our KB, megabytes, MB, that is called as the MB. The full form of the MB is the megabytes, MEGA, megabytes. Next GB, gigabyte, and last one is the TB, terabyte. So now we are going to discuss about the calculation of the bytes. Clear this point here? Why? Because we know that the storage capacity, capability given in terms of KB, kilobyte, MB, megabyte, GB, gigabyte, TB, terabyte. Now we are going to discuss some calculation about the bytes. So the 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. Clear this point here? 1 byte, that is equal to, now what about the 1 byte? The 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. That means we can say that how we are going to use, and we know that the computer understanding only in bit format. The bit full form is binary digit, and the binary digit values are 0 and 1. Clear this point here? So bit is the binary digit. The binary digit values are 0 and 1. We know that computer understand only these two values. The values are the 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1 and 0, 1. So totally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. Clear this point here? Now after 1 byte is equal to 8 bits, now let's, what about the 1 KB? We know the full form of the KB, kilobyte. Okay, so 1 kilobyte is equal to 1024 bytes. Clear this point here? So like that, now just only we made the calculation for the 1 byte. The 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. Now for the calculation of the 1 KB. So what about the 1 KB? The 1 KB is equal to 1024 bytes. Clear this point here? And later 1 MB. So what about the 1 MB? The MB full form is the megabyte. The spelling of the megabyte is the MEGA. Okay, the 1 MB is equal to 1024 KB. Clear this point here? 1024 kilobyte. So 1 MB is equal to 1024 kilobyte, and later next one 1 GB. The full form of the GB is the gigabyte. The spelling GIGA. Okay, GIGA, gigabyte. So 1 gigabyte is equal to 1024 megabyte MB, and later next one, the last calculation about the byte, 1 TB. The full form of the TB is the terabyte. TERA, terabyte is equal to 1024 GB, 1024 gigabytes. So clear this point here? So why we using the storage unit? Clear? So such a byte is using, it is the storage space, and by using we are going to access the data. We know that what's the use of the storage space? We are using to store the data, and after storing such data we are going to access the data here, and later we can say that all are the calculation about the byte. Clear this point here? So the storage capacity or capability, and that is given in terms of the our some of the byte, kilobyte, megabyte, as well as in the gigabyte and the terabyte. And we know that what's the calculation of the 1 byte? The 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. 1 KB is equal to 1024 bytes here. 1 MB is equal to 1024 GB. 1 GB is equal to 1024 MB, and 1 TB is equal to 1024 our GB. And the third point in our characteristics of a computer, accuracy. So in Kannada we can say that the meaning of the accuracy is the sariyada or nikharavada. Clear this point here? So this is the meaning of the accuracy. So we can say that because whatever the work we are giving to our computer, it giving all those information or whatever the output in correct manner and very quickly. Correct no here? So now we are in the third point. See, so I already said the meaning of the accuracy, that is called as the sariyada. Sariyada datavannu ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರಿನ ಮಾನಿಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ನೀವು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ವೆರಿ ಕ್ವಿಕ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆನ್ ಮಾನಿಟರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ accuracy. The computer must process the data accurately as well as quickly. Correct no here? The processing the data. Now what about the process data, or when it is called as the processing of the data? So before to know the process data, first of all we need to input data into the computer, otherwise we can't take any data to the processing. Clear this point here? First of all ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಡಾಟಾವನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ವರೆಗೆ ತಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕೀಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಸಮ್ ಡಾಟಾವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಂಪುಟ್ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಇಂಪುಟಿಂಗ್ ಡಾಟಾ ಇನ್ ಟು ದಿ computer, later words such data by using the CPU, central processing unit, going to process data into the computer, or the processing of data means it provide processed data. The processed data means the result generated after processing of the data. Clear this point here? ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಮಾನಿಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಡಾಟಾವನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಡಾಟಾವನ್ನು ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಡಾಟಾ ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಮಾನಿಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನು processed data. Clear this point here? So the computer must process the data accurately as well as quickly, and we know that the computer rarely makes the mistake. Whether computer is doing all mistake like us here, no, we can say that maybe some work we are not going to do properly or perfectly here, but what about the computer? We know that whatever the work that is giving to our computer, it performing all those tasks quickly as well as accurately. Clear this point here? So computer rarely makes the mistake and can maybe the simple calculation as well as the complex calculation. So here the what accuracy, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪುಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ, ನಾವು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಇಂಪುಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಮಾನಿಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ, ಸರಿಯಾದ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಮಾನಿಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಇಂಪುಟಿಂಗ್ ಡಾಟಾ ಇನ್ ಟು ದಿ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್, ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ನೋ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದಿ ಡಾಟಾ ವಿ ಇಂಪುಟಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದಿ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್, such data will get such data should give the correct result. Clear this point here? Accuracy. So clear this point about the accuracy, that means correctly it giving the result on monitor. Okay, yeah. And later next one is about our versatility. Now the fourth point is the versatility, because just we completed in characteristics of a computer. The first point is the speed, second point is the storage capacity or the capability, and third point is the accuracy. Okay, the accuracy. Now let's about the versatility. Now what about the versatility? Now we know that the computer can be used for a variety of task job. Correct? No, just computer ಅನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಮಾತ್ರ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ used only for the calculation. By using computer we can perform a variety of the job, a variety of the task here. So some of the job, the first point only I started, that is from the calculation. Correct? No, why know that? Why? Because first of all ಯಾವಾಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಆಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಇಂದ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್? ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದರ ನಂತರ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಈ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್, ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮೆನಿ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಜಾಬ್, ಮೆನಿ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಬೈ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್. ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಯಾವಾಗ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಆಗ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಸೊ the versatility, the computer can be used for a variety of task jobs such as the calculation and also for the entertainment. We know that we can watch the movies, we can play the games here, so that is called as the entertainment. It is also a variety of the job here, and also we can say that for controlling the machines. Clear this point here? Not only for the calculation, also used for the entertainment and also for the controlling machines. Clear this point here? The controlling machines in this case here, so mostly we can say that the one input device of the computer, the one input device that is called as the joystick. So one input device of the computer, the input device is the joystick here, and such a joystick is using to control the gear of the car. Clear this point here? To control the gear of the car here. So we can say that why? Because computer not only used for calculation and also not only for the entertainment, it also used for the controlling machines, that is to control the gear of the car here. So clear, for many purposes, for the vehicle the joystick is going to use, and we know that the joystick is one of the input device of the computer. And later, after completing the versatility, the next thing about our reliability here. So what about the reliability here? So in the reliability, we can say that the computer performs repetitive tasks. Is it possible to give we can say that is our computer performing the repetitive task? There is no doubt. Correct? No? How many? Maybe you want to make the copy paste, that is from morning to the evening. There is no any problem to our computer. So how many tasks you want to do for repeatedly by using our computer? The computer performing all those job repetitively. Clear this point here? So we can say that the computer perform the repetitive task without making mistake and without getting tired. Clear this point here? So this is called as the reliability. So clear this point here? That means whatever the job, if you want to perform many times repetitively, means again and again, oftenly, tumba sarti, okay kya? Yavde ಒಂದು work ನಿಮಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ by using computer we can perform the repetitive task. Clear this point here? So this is called as the repetitive task and without getting the tired. Clear this point? And the last point about that is called as the diligence. Clear this one? So diligence, diligence. So what about? So before going to explain the concept of diligence or the point of diligence, so one example I want to say here. So maybe ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಕ್ ಒಬ್ರು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ನಂತರ, and maybe it's the work is the full day work. Clear this point here? That is from morning to till evening, or maybe you are going to start any work that is from 9 o'clock to till our night 12 here. We know that maybe you are going to lose your concentration, you lose your patience. Is it? We can't do the work again, we can't do the work correctly or by using our correct concentration here. But what about in case of the computer? So we can say that if you keep the working number of hours, we get tired and lack of concentration, lose our patience. Correct? No? ಯಾವ್ದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅದೇ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ವರ್ಕ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ 9 o'clock ಇಂದ our night 12 o'clock ವರೆಗೆ without any break. Okay? So that means sure you are going to lose your concentration. You don't have any physical or a correct concentration in your work. Correct no kya? But what about? So that is called as, if we keep the working number of hours, we get tired and lack of concentration, lose our patience. But the computer however works for longer time without physical or mental tiredness. For our computer no any physical or mental problem, but if you are going to work maybe 12 hours continuously, 24 hours continuously, that means sure we have some of the mental or physical tiredness here. So finally we can say that in our computer, since it is a machine, there is nothing called impatience, but we want some of the patience to do the work in correct manner. But in our computer, that means it is a machine and there is nothing called the impatience. So this is the point, that is our diligence. Clear this point here? So all are the characteristics of a computer. We know that how we measuring the speed of a computer. The speed of a computer is measured by using the number of instruction executing in 1 1 second, and all are called as the calculation of the bytes. So this is only called as the storage capability or the capacity. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. Clear this point here? And accuracy means here sariyada, nikaravada, that means it giving all those work, whatever the result it showing on monitor, it showed the result in a correct manner and very quick manner. Clear this point here? So this is called as the accuracy. And versatility means such computer is using to perform a variety of the jobs like calculation, controlling machines here, as well as for the entertainment. And the reliability means the by using computer we can perform the repetitive task. Clear this point here? Many times we can use the computer for any one work, or such work we can perform repetitively. So this is called as the reliability. And diligence means for our computer there is no any physical or the mental tiredness. The computer can work 24/7, that means the 24 hours into 7 weeks without any break here. Why? Because finally we can say that it is a machine, there is nothing called the impatience. Thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.